Hey, federal employees, here's your Monday update from the RIF shutdown case that's been blocking shutdown RIFs. I'm Sean, a federal employee attorney with Southworth PC. We read the new filings so you don't have to. Here are the concrete takeaways for everyone. First, Interior laid out the biggest numbers. Interior says it planned to abolish about 2,050 positions across 89 competitive areas that include bargaining unit members. Those areas cover about 14,212 employees total, with roughly 4,800 being represented by the unions in this case. Interior also says that RIF plans started before the shutdown. A few examples include the National Park Service's Denver Service Center, the NPS Southeast Region, the NPS planning facility units show additional cuts in the teens. The Bureau of Land Management's California State Office shows 76, and some Bureau of Reclamation regional offices show smaller numbers like single digits. Interior's point is it detailed lists ready, and many included headquarters and the Interior Business Center. Second, Commerce corrected its own counts. Commerce now says 281 60-day RIF notices went out, not 282. And the Census Bureau specifically, 108 notices were reported, but 6 were sent to people who had already been separated, so the actual impact headcount there is 102. Commerce also identified the program buckets those notices set in, current surveys and programs, and periodic censuses and programs. Third, Health and Human Services, specifically CDC, told the court it has rescinded additional notices, bringing its current RIF notice down to 954. CDC also flagged that its AFGE bargaining units were terminated in late August under a recent executive order, which matters for how the TRO applies. Now, where does the court order stand? Well, the temporary restraining order is still in effect. It was expanded late Friday to cover 5 national unions: AFGE, AFSCME, NFFE, SEIU, and NAGE. Practically, that means agencies are barred from issuing or enforcing RIFs in any program, project, or activity that includes bargaining unit employees from those unions, and the clock on any notices in those covered areas is told for now. Positions outside those covered bargaining units or PPAs aren't protected by the TRO, which is why some agencies continue to plan, even if they can't finalize actions in covered units. So what's next this week? Well, plaintiff's opening brief is due Tuesday, October 21st. That's today. The government's response is due Friday, October 24th. Plaintiff's reply is due Monday, October 27th by 3 p.m. Pacific. And the preliminary injunction is set for Tuesday, October 28th at 10:30 a.m. in San Francisco. The hearing is the big moment when the judge decides whether to extend protections beyond the TRO or what happens. If you're at Interior or another agency named in those filings, here's what you can do tonight. Read any notice you have line by line. Ask HR in writing for your retention register data. Confirm veterans' preference and performance ratings. Map, bump, or retreat, reassignment, and CTAP is CTAP options, and keep everything in writing. If procedures weren't followed, that matters. So let's debate, though, generally the things behind this. Should agencies be planning to keep planning RIFs while a TRO is in place, or does that chill morale and tilt the playing field? What about the other agencies not covered? Is it risky for them to continue? Should RIF activities take place during a shutdown? So thank you, everybody, for your time, support. Hope you found this helpful. Please take care and have a good day.